September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. And the trial has started. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. I love how he's talking about not showing any signs of weakness, and yet I slip up saying that word. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then. Can I say something? Objection! If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is... I can't remember how to do his voice. Hold on. How do I do his voice? My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the detail of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map to the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. On the cause of the death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. What are you trying to say there, Gumshoe? That's very un-PC of you. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Do you think the judge is looking at it like, this seems a little familiar. Or maybe he's starting to get worried. Like, oh God. They're still calling it a statue. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. I don't know why that was funny to read in his voice. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. I could... Whoosh! Yeah, that's the sound of all the hard evidence going right over Phoenix's head. Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. I think passing notes in court is very illegal. Something the matter? Yeah, I just got struck in the head with a piece of paper. No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Can't see a single contradiction in there. I didn't mean to go that far. I'll just have to take Maya's advice and press him on anything suspicious. Let's see. Well, I wasn't there at the moment of the murder. I came in afterwards. But I was there when she called, so... Oh, you know what? Sorry, I misread it. I misread it. For a moment, I was thinking he was talking about the moment the murder happened. Oh, jeez. I guess I'll just press you on that. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you do stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Damn it, he's got us. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should make my points express with a little more care. Oh, jeez. Hold on just one second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious. She sure isn't, Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. I wouldn't know. I was looking at other things about her. Do. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess Preston can have its advantages. Yes. Ugh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Don't take that the wrong way. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright. We messed up last time, but I know what to do this time. So, if you remember... hold on. Which part should I press? There you go. This is part I want to press. If we look at the autopsy report, it says death was instantaneous. So, she couldn't... You know what? I'll let Phoenix explain it. Present. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, whoops, wrote this note. I'm a very professional lawyer, I promise. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? When it had been the day after the murder? Yeah, the day after. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... Tisk. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to wipe Maya. What a dick. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham. I'm a sham. I don't really want to be rude to anyone. I mean, saying any of these things is probably very unprofessional. The detective's a sham. Oh no, what do I say? Choices. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. Ah, fuck, I knew I shouldn't have chose that one. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what Paul for is innocent. I think you know what part. Witness, your name, please. Oh, I like this music. Oh my god. They fucking jiggle. April May, at your service. Wink! Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? I was in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, and then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Well, wait, Your Honor. That's not how that should be. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? firm like her. You know what? I'm not going there. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. How dare you? You're not gonna call him out on that personal attack? What the? I feel like everyone's against me. Like, for real. This is unfair. Is there a word to describe the situation? Like a legal term? I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention in law school. The term I would use is bullcrap. Hell yeah, I'm doing my cross-examination. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright, as long as I don't have to look at... As long as I don't have her winking at me anymore. Kind of makes me uncomfortable. Let's see. I think I kind of want to press her on the... Let's see. Not that. I want to know, like, more about this, I think. The actual action part of it. She dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. Okay, I thought that would do something a little different. TBH. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, you know, she had a girl's physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short girl's figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I gotta continue questioning it. If I don't, like... Hold it! That testimony stinks! What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning of this? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, fudge, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Gotcha! No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Hey! However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all these trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good... Oh my god, I can't read that. I can't. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? How do you know it was a clock, though? Bum. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. The judge calling everyone out. All right. 'All 'll 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 ' Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing? Just like everything else about her. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much of the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Bom bom bom. Order. Ow, I hit my knee on my desk. Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Sorry, my Gmail settings are apparently out of date, Your Honor. Sorry about that noise. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. What? Don't tell me what to do. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What did that? Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Fanco? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fanco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? With an average life. Sorry. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew! I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed is Maya's cell phone. If we recall, the cell phone has Mia telling Maya that she removed the clockwork from it. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Woohoo! You have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation he had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good Detective Bell, remember, he's up for his evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep! Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Hells to the yes, I do. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen this clock before. The fact that it was made by my good pal, Larry Butts. Mr. Butts, as you may recall. This was only a couple days ago. Judge, come on. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ooh! Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Savage. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the scariest boob jiggle I ever saw. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me? Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. I'm gonna go with that one, because we did see the wiretap. So, no, wait, did we get to that part yet? Yeah, we got to that part. Yeah, we have the wiretap. Okay. I'm gonna say you heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Alright. Press the wrong button. Here you go. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Don't ask why I was looking through her drawers. Personal reasons. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May? You were tapping the victim Miss Maya Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure of that. It is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that her witness was tapping... Fuck! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Dude, we just fucking played the recording. Are you deaf, Edgeworth? Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. I present the defendant's cell phone. Again. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Maya, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Well, if someone was trying to, tell me I was guilty, I wouldn't be very amused either. TBH. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up! All of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's not fair. You ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Jeez. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't nippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what I just want her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Leo, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, won't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock that night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Well, the judge did tell her to be descriptive. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink, wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit the murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the motor somehow. Or does the defense have anything to say? Well... I feel like we should call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. Ooh. Fuck. Well. I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Well, if I give up, she's gonna be guilty either way. I might as well try, you know? Yeah, let's do it. Accept the condition. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. He fell right into my trap. You activated my trap card! Uh-oh. Wait! Very well. The cook calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Does anyone not find it suspicious that he doesn't want the bellboy here? Like, come on, like whatever. What are you gonna lose from it, Edgeworth? Besides, I don't know, your precious guilty verdict? Ooh! I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. I forgot he brought the tray to court. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That, he said, looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believed I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Oh my god, look at him trying to... Oh my gosh. Sneaky, sneaky bellboy. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Alright, what do I want to press him on? Are you sure you're the bellboy at the Gatewater Hotel? Okay, anyway. In the evening from our guest, Miss May, she asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought to her precisely the requested time, of course. I don't know, I guess I'll press that. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed the details several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I don't know. Just press buttons. You are sure it's Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Because I saw it. Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with embracer, sir. Embracer, is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prime demeanor, sir. Prim demeanor. So prim that I can't even say prim. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. Shut up! Who are you to criticize me? The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? I got a protest, man. Fight the man. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Thank God, finally something throwing me a bone here, because I feel like everyone's been against me this whole time. Okay, this is really it. Now this is my last chance. I don't feel like this is a fair and undivided court, you know? A fair and equal court. Oh fuck, what do I ask him about? I guess room service? Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in her room 303. The guest I requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Our hotel is highway robbery, sir. Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know, and we don't skip on the ice either, sir. That's like $9 per iced coffee. What the hell? That's still super crazy. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite... Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, you see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. Got thrown under the bus. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor? We have just learned of another person involved who may have been with the murderer. Who may have been the murderer. In the light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Won't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. That bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late. I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, weren't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from the court. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. Court is adjourned. We did, boys. That is what you would call a pro gamer move. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, how's this doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? I'm gonna buy all his merch. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man was Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. And I don't want to say anything, but, you know, jail suits, they aren't that revealing. So, you know, without her one personality trait, she can't do anything. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free.